Ladies and gentlemen, thanks to all of your support, I have finally made it big, and I'm getting free stuff in exchange for reviews from actual people who sell stuff, which is neat. I don't yet have any kind of endorsement from like Nerf or Buzzbee or any of the big companies because I don't generally do unboxings or reviews. Partly because I don't have the hookups to get stuff early, and partly because I don't think my opinion should be that valuable. But apparently some people think it is, so they offered to send me free stuff if I would do a review of it. And I said, absolutely, send me all the free stuff you want. They sent me to their website and said, pick some stuff and we'll send it to you. And I was tempted to just say, send me everything. But I felt that that would be greedy. So I picked the stuff that I actually wanted, and was hoping, you know, if it turns out it's good quality, I would then order in bulk and get some really good stuff, because this place has the cheapest prices I have ever seen anywhere. And I know a whole bunch of other Nerf modders were also contacted. Wallcom already has his review up, and I know JT Nerf got contacted, and Mr. Nathan got contacted, and there's probably 50 or 60 other, who knows how many people they got a hold of. And so hopefully we all picked different stuff, and we'll review different stuff, and you guys will get a good variety of what they have to offer, and will then be able to decide whether or not you want to get their stuff. So I asked for some of the magazines, because that's something that you can never have enough magazines, and they had some neat looking ones. I also asked for one of their universal holsters, and of course a collection of darts so that I could see what they've got. The company is LighTake. I will have all of their contact information in the description. They have a huge variety of stuff, and stuff I've never seen anywhere else. Magazines in colors I've never seen before. Ammo in quantities and at prices that are ridiculous. I will probably be ordering all of my ammo through them just because of how inexpensive it is. And the question is, of course, being so cheap, is it good quality? That's always the concern about buying discount stuff online, is since you can't see it until it gets here, you don't know whether or not it's actually going to hold up. So I ordered a variety of stuff that I wanted to see the quality of, so that I could give you guys an honest review. Is this stuff worth the price they're asking? So we're going to start first with the darts. They do appear to be, I got, what did I get? 3 different kinds. We have the standard elites. They have the head is similar in size to standard Nerf darts, but the head is much harder. I don't know if these are what qualify as FVJs. They do have a hollow head, and they've got the little hole for ventilation, you know, to let it collapse a little better, but they don't collapse much. But the foam quality is every bit as good as Nerf's, and the heads seem to be glued on fairly well. Mold quality is not perfect, but I may just have one particularly bad one. Yeah, the other ones seem to be better. So those would work perfectly good in most Nerf wars. Obviously not a good option necessarily for HVZ, because they are harder tipped and HVZ's played at point blank range, but if you're not firing them out of a heavily modified gun, these would probably be safe for collegiate level HVZ, if not, you know, stuff that's open to the public and involves small children. They also have the Z-head darts. I told them to just send me a variety of darts. These obviously aren't the color that I would have chosen, but they've got the orange body with the squishy Z heads, which are really cool. I like them, you know, for HVZ because they say Z, and that's fun. I don't actually know how well these work in flywheels, since it's kind of not a very strong head and might get chewed up by flywheels. But for springers, these are definitely a good option because they're very soft heads. So these would be good for any manner of blaster used against any manner of person, and aren't likely to cause injuries. I haven't tested them extensively to see how well they hold up, like I said, in various blasters. So I can't really tell you about that, but they are squishy. The foam quality is good. The print quality is good. So those darts are also definitely ones. I wish I'd gotten some of their off-brand AccuStrike. They do have them, and in absurd bulk, you can get 1,000 of their AccuStrike darts for $18. And that's insane. So those are something I will definitely be buying in bulk because I need more darts. And then finally we have what I am familiar with as far as FVJs, the smaller heads with no ventilation. It is rubbery, but not soft. It's not like, you know, shell plastic hard, but it has very, very little give. These are what I have used in HVZ in the past. I bought 1,000 of them, and I try to not shoot people with them point blank range because they are a little stout, and Ire is modified, but not insanely so. She's not modified, you know, to be hitting much harder than stock, honestly. Most of my mods were to make her more reliable and more versatile. She does have a spring upgrade, and so, you know, these might not be so pleasant at point blank range, but again, at a collegiate level, I'm less worried, but I definitely would never shoot Ire at a child with darts of this type. But again, foam quality is excellent. Construction is excellent. I don't see any major flaws or inconsistencies. The heads aren't falling off. ACC V5.0. Interesting. So, the darts, I can definitely recommend the darts, and honestly, I don't know of anywhere where the darts are cheaper than this site. So, there may be some out there, but I have not seen them. 1,000 darts for 18 bucks. It's usually 40 bucks for 18, or for 1,000 is what I've always seen before. So, it's half as much as anywhere else. So, darts are good. They also do have murder. They also do have rival rounds and vortex discs, also for pretty cheap. The rival rounds are about the same as I've seen other places. Vortex discs are definitely cheaper. So let's take a look at the magazines, because that was one thing I was really excited for. So I got 2 of these straight 18s, and what I find fascinating is they actually say Nerf. There is no difference between this and the official Nerf ones as far as I can see, as far as plastic quality, as far as construction quality, and it does in fact say Nerf. What I find interesting is that they are slightly unlike any other Nerf magazine. There have been, as far as I know, 3 different 18-round Nerf magazines that have been put out by Nerf. The original solid opaques that came with the Stampede. Then they came out with the half opaque, half translucent orange with their just the upgrade packs where you could buy magazines. And then the Rapid Strike, of course, came with the clear, both sides clear. What we have here is half clear, half opaque. And what's more interesting is, unlike every other Nerf mag that I've ever seen, the clear side is the left side instead of the right side, which is interesting. But as far as quality goes, it is identical to Nerf. In every respect that I have been able to see, they are identical to Nerf. They even say Nerf. So the 18-round magazines, I can definitely recommend heartily. Then what I really wanted to get were they had 2 different 15-round... Oh, you got away again. I will murder you. And on. Murder. 2 different 15-round... banana magazines, and this one is much less detailed. It doesn't have the entire look of a Nerf magazine like that one does. Doesn't have as many stripes. It's smoother. It is a slightly, I would say, softer plastic, a bit more like I really can't think of anything. It's kind of more like a Tupperware, like the big totes, which makes it less rigid, which I kind of suspect will make it less prone to cracking, hopefully. But without extensive tests, I can't tell. Very smooth follower, and it actually is pre-lubricated, which is interesting. So I'm going to load it up and see how well it feeds. Interesting. It took 17 rounds. That is absolutely fascinating. So apparently, this particular one, the slightly less curved one, is a 17-round magazine. Very comfortably, very smooth, very, very smooth. I like that. The only thing I don't like, of course, is that it's 17, which is not a setting Ire has on her ammo counter. But definitely can heartily recommend this as far as quality. I like that it's slightly less straight. It has more of less of an AK look and more of a, say, an AR look. They're usually, I don't know if they're perfectly straight. I don't know if they even make them this long. I'm actually not big into guns. But those ones, definitely good quality. No markings on it of any kind. Let's take a look at the next curved one. This is the more curved one, and this one is, in fact, I don't know if you can see it, it's Worker. It is just a Worker magazine. It says Worker, it looks like Worker, it's identical to the Worker. Let's see how many rounds it can hold. It will, in fact, hold 15. As per spec. So, interestingly, the Worker one is noticeably longer and holds 2 less darts. I also feel that it is less smooth because it actually does bend the darts more than this one does, being not as pronounced a curve once you get down into here. So I actually prefer this one over this one. It holds 2 more darts, and I honestly think it feeds a little bit smoother. So, yeah, but if you really like the extra curve that these have, if you're doing an AK build or something similar, and you want the extra curved ones, these are Worker quality. They're just like the Nerf ones. They have all the same, you know, they have the same look as far. Slightly different plastic. It's somewhere between this one and Nerf's more rigid plastic, so probably a little bit more durable than Nerf ones as far as likelihood to crack, but probably not as durable as this one. But still, perfectly good quality. It's Worker quality, if that's what you like. There's those. And finally, the one that I was actually really looking forward to, a universal holster. And this is similar, very similar to the holsters that I currently have on my war loadout. It's Velcro, so you can put whatever gun you want in it, and then Velcro it closed, and it will then fit that. So it'll fit a variety of different blasters. Just about any blaster you'd want to put, you could probably fit. If they're much bigger than this, maybe not the double or the dual shot. I doubt you'd be able to get a dual shot in here without a Velcro extension, which I do actually. You can just go to Joann's and get a wide strip of Velcro that's one kind of Velcro on the other, on one side and the other kind on the other, so you can just stick it in between and it'll extend it. But this will hold up to a Magnus quite comfortably. Has dart holders built into the magazine, or built into the holster, which I think is really cool. So you can have a couple of darts stuck on there. It then has 2 straps for the leg. My only complaint about it is that it doesn't have a belt loop. And so you can strap this around your leg, but when you start running, it's going to start sliding down. Now, adding a belt loop would be absurdly simple. You just need to stitch on your own little bit of nylon webbing. Just sew it on right here. This material is thin enough you could sew through it either by hand or with a sewing machine. Put on the belt loop, make it adjustable if you want, or if you can set it to the exact length for you, that would be fine. What I do like is that half of the strap is elastic and the other half is solid, so that it will comfortably fit your leg snugly, but will expand as you're running. So what it does have is very well designed. The webbing is a little bit light, but it is nylon, so it is still sturdy. It's well stitched on. So all you really need is the belt loop, or if you wanted to attach this to something else, you could. You could actually use this to strap it to the stock of a gun, or a blaster if you wanted to, or the side of a blaster for that matter, and have a holster on your primary if you felt like it. I think it'd be much more useful to add a leg or a belt strap and use it as a thigh rig. But I'm thinking of a couple of things I might do with this. I'm kind of tempted to take the strap off and add molly and use it as a universal holster on either my back or on my backpack, or something like that. But it is well designed. I like the material. It is all nylon. It's got edging all the way around it. The Velcro is sturdy. So yeah, it's definitely a serviceable holster. Just needs that belt strap. So yeah, there's my review of this. I'm shocked, honestly, at how good the quality is. And I guess I'm less shocked now that I realize that this is Nerf, this is Worker. I'm no longer surprised. They're clearly a redistributor. Either they're getting factory rejects, or they're just getting it directly from the source and are reselling it. The darts are the same that we've been using as far as off-brand darts. So I will indeed thoroughly recommend that if you need stuff for a really low price, LighTake has a lot of really good quality stuff. They have a huge variety, like I said. They have 12-round magazines in 4 or 5 different colors. The translucent gray, green, blue, red, pink, purple. They've got the 18s in multiple colors. They've got all the different colors of the banana mags. They have them with ammo, without ammo. Just anything and everything that you could want as far as additional accessories. I don't know that they have any blasters. At least I didn't notice any when I looked at them. When they first sent me the link, they had, I think, 3 pages of stuff, and now they've got like 9 pages of stuff. So their stock is increasing exponentially as well, the variety of stuff they have. So I think it's fantastic, and I'm definitely going to get more of these because I like the 17s. Higher does have a setting for 18, and I can just manually decrement 1, and that will put it at 17, so that's actually more convenient than this one, which I had to decrement 3 times if I wanted to use it. So I'm thinking I'm going to get a bunch of these. I may order more of these, and I'm definitely going to be ordering ammo through them. So there you have it, LighTake. Website information will be in the description below. If you have any comments, concerns, questions, if you can tell me anything more that I've left out or have any terrible warnings about this stuff that you've tested it more than I have, go ahead and put that in the comments below. And as always, thank you for watching. If you're watching this, you've made it to the LighTake swag bonus round. That's right, not only did they send me free stuff, they asked me to do a giveaway to my subscribers. So the first 4 people to send their name and address as a message to my Etsy page will get free stuff. Not even gonna do trivia. Just send me your name and your address. If you don't send me your name and your address, you will be disqualified. I need a name and I need an address. As a message to my Etsy page, free stuff. Thanks for watching.